Alrighty, guys, what is going on? Corbin with Corbin's Corner Reviews back again for another episode. And today we have the Olympus Bags Medusa. The other three fell in the hole already because they're so friendly. But before we get started, I do have two sponsors. Thank you very much to them. BlackSheepBaggers.com. Go check them out. Use code Corbin5 for 5% off. Bags, boards, accessories, apparel, awesome customer service. They're my boys. Check them out. Also, the Cornhole Cave. So he has a brick and mortar out of Wichita, Kansas. Really great idea. Go feel bags before you buy them. See the boards, check out some apparel, stuff like that. He also has a website and does same day or next day shipping. So check that out as well. And then my Patreon is down below if you're so inclined. Please feel free to support me there. So the Olympus Bags Medusa. Drew owns Olympus Bags. He is somewhat local. He's actually on the west side of the state. And they're good. I mean, Olympus Bags makes nice stuff. He's got a lot of different speeds for a lot of different people. Just a small manufacturer, but he's doing good things. So this is a Medusa. This is a carpet bag, and I do like how it plays. But let's get into it. Price, I believe they're 60 plus shipping. And he has a Facebook page, I think, where you can order. Break-in method on these. This was before I knew about Toss Sauce, and I basically just did a wrinkle guard wash with them, tumbled them a lot. I've thrown them a lot. They turned out just fine. So I really wish I would have known about Toss Sauce because this carpet is pretty thick. So Toss Sauce really would have helped with that, but that's all right. Speeds. We're going to go like 4 to 5 on the slow, 7 on the fast. So almost like a Viking, but it has a completely different feel to it. So I think that's actually kind of nice just to change it up a little bit and do something innovative because this carpet it's a little bit different. It's almost like the Executioner and the K2 Elevation that I've already done. Almost like that. Not quite, but almost. But it's nice. So let's get into our 3Fs. We have fill, feel, and flop. The fill is really just fine for this type of bag. With thicker materials like this, you don't have to be as picky with the fill. It's just kind of some asymmetrical or maybe some medium-sized bead. I mean, it's really not bad at all. Overall feel is good. I mean, they feel nice in your hand. The carpet is a little bit stiff. It takes a ton to break it in, but once it gets broken in, it starts to feel pretty nice. But it is thicker materials. So if you're one of those guys that likes to feel your fingers between the bag, it's probably not going to happen with this one. But it's still not overly puffy. But overall feel is great. Corner seams and edges are good. Closing stitches just fine. Everything about it is quality. It's nice. Then flap, they're not going to get insanely floppy just because of the fill and the thickness of the materials as well. But they do just fine. I mean, it's not like a crazy full bag that you can't even, fold and get a good feel on. So playability is carpet, guys. Blocks, pushes, cuts, rolls, flops. It basically does whatever you want it to. When it gets a little bit sticky, it's going to struggle on that fast side to slither around and drop, but the slow side actually does really well when it gets a little bit humid and a little sticky out. So let's throw them a little bit. Why not? Enough of me rambling. I'm just blasting out videos today because it's gorgeous out. Wife and the kids are at the gym working out. Neighbor's not out yet. I need to cut my grass horribly. You guys see all these weeds and whatever, but it's been pretty hot here lately, and I haven't. Oh man, that felt good on my hand too. I haven't wanted to cut it because I feel like I would kill it. Oh my gosh, what's going on, Drew? What is going on with your bags? Because both of those felt just fine out of my hand. I don't know. All right, well, do-over? I don't know. That was not good. That was not good at all. I know there's going to be a little glare on this far camera, but I hit my leg. Just the way the sun is at the moment. Should shift soon. Hit my leg again. I haven't thrown in jeans in a minute. When I came out this morning, it was like 65 degrees, and I was like, well, jeans work. I don't really feel like throwing on shorts yet. Maybe I should have. I missed that. I knew I missed that because that was nose down. So if you throw carpet nose down, it's going to tend to kick left. Just the way it is. If you throw a fast side nose down, it'll actually take a little bit of speed off it, but it's going to go where you want it to because it's a fast side. So, a little fun fact there. Let's flip over to fast side now. So, Viking fast. Everybody knows it. It's not going to hurt you. Still friendly enough. Won't hurt you. Plays nice. Only problem is when it gets humid out, it becomes a glue stick. Just something about it. Don't know why. Just the material. It just absolutely soaks up humidity, and it becomes quite literally a glue stick. I mean, it's hard to tell slow side and fast side sometimes, but when it does get that wet out, actually, your carpet kind of becomes your fast side. Especially this one. This carpet's really nice, and I hope you can get the close up here. This carpet's got some really nice like gold to it. It's like gold and white weave. It's really freaking cool. I just really like the look of it. Drew does a good job. He does custom bags as well. Obviously, you can tell by that. Um, so he does a good job. And yes, you guys will be like, "Oh, your logo's not even centered though, and it's not the dead circle and whatever." I'm pretty sure he did that on purpose. Kind of stretch it out and just make a little more fill, make it fill up the bag a little more. But Drew's a super nice guy. Had conversations with him. Plenty of, come on, steak. Haven't met him yet, which is interesting because he's literally only about 2 hours away from me. But we just haven't been at the same tournaments. He does a lot of stuff with ACO. I know that. And I've never thrown a ACO tournament in my life. So, gonna go slow side to start. There we go. Do a little fast side collect here. Missed it. It's at least a good miss. I sacrificed a bag, but I was trying to lay another block there. I wanted to flop over it. Nah. So what happens when there's not a bag directly in your way to flop over. Just kind of go straight, which is okay. You know, a missed flop typically ends as a block, or it ends as some sort of defensive shot, or it still at least stays on the board, you know. That's what I was trying to do. Lay a little block, see if we can't get around it. Can't with that. Oh boy, Corbin. Learn how to throw a bag. See, it saved me though. It really, we were talking about this last night at the blind draw. Yeah, you saw the action on it. We were talking about this with a couple of buddies. I struggled. Yeah, I mean, I kind of realized it last night. I struggled flopping on the outside. Just the way it is. Don't know why, but I do a little better inside. Maybe it's just the release. Oh my gosh. Might just be the release and where I'm trying to let it go. You know, I'm not sure. Something about it though, I struggle. Oh boy. I'm just struggling in general. I threw Drew's, I've thrown a couple of Drew's bags, and I think the only one that actually threw well was his Hades. That's basically like a 989, if you guys haven't thrown that before. It's the only one I threw well. It's just, for some reason, I pick up Drew's bags, I'm like, man, I kind of like these. And then I throw them like crap. Nothing against Drew, nothing against the bags. It's just all me, baby. What you get with Corbin sometimes. So yeah, could be my most favorite bag. I mean, you guys know how much I like my Costellos. You guys know I love those bags. The most front boards I've ever had in a single video is on the Costellos. Oh, almost had it. And that's just the way it worked. But I don't typically reshoot stuff. You guys know I'm pretty much a single take, one and done kind of guy because I like the real world aspect of this. I'm not trying to make a highlight video for every single bag. Like, holy crap, watch what this bag does. Oh, I'm only going to show you the good shots. Like, no, I'm going to show you everything because this is real world. So, I wish I could do stuff like that. Still miss that flop. I'm just going to push through. It'd be cool to do stuff like that. You know, I have seen, I missed it. I've seen the Flop podcast. They also do the reviews. YouTube channel's the Flop. Really cool guys. And they do something like at the end of the video when they showcase what kind of shots the bag can do. Because they brought up, you know, what is this bag for? Well, if I say it can flop, I better prove it can flop, right? So, oh my gosh. They do stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I don't have the skill to pull that off myself. just with the cameras and the editing and all that. Follow it. Please follow it. Or don't. All right, let's just airmail. Drew, if your bag's airmail, I'll be okay. Thanks. So that, guys, is the Olympus Bags Medusa. I do like it. A couple of his bags with Lion are pretty nice bags if you're kind of like an ACO guy, or if you don't need a stamp anywhere. He does a pretty good job. Prices are fair, and he makes a high quality product. So that's the short and sweet on the Olympus Bags Medusa. If you guys like this one, please give me that thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your buddies, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.